Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be taking a look at my office today. This is just a few feet from my bedroom upstairs, and check out the wonders that await within my office. When I get up and go to work, it's just a few feet away. So let's open the French doors and let's just check it out, and I will show you where I work and just some other things. I mean, the office it's pretty crazy. I like to say I have the only office that's cooler than Stephen King's. Anyway, enough bragging there. A little bit of my Flash collection up here above the French doors. Some Atari cars there. Yes, I do actually work in here. This is not just a playroom. My Hall of Justice, which I got at a Lone Star Comics warehouse sale for just 10 bucks. Some of the old Superpowers action figures from the 80s, the carrying case. Below that is what I call the shrine to me. Yeah, it's just, this sits across from my office and it's just inspiration. Just awards and things and articles, just some examples of articles I've had published in different magazines. There's my first Fort Worth Star-Telegram article there. Wrote for the Star-Telegram for well over a decade. Some old business cards. And here's an example of each one of my books here. Old Comics Buyer's Guide article and Game Informer article featuring my favorite game of all time, Mr. Do. Some of the Twin Galaxies trading cards. And just a few magazines I've been published in. I've got tubs of these elsewhere in the house. This is just some examples. And my Kiss book collection. Don't have the biggest Kiss book collection, but I've got some good ones there. And music-related books. And I am a big Woody Allen fan, long before the Soon Yi scandal and all that. I don't think I've bought a book since then, but I am a fan of his films. A big Van Gogh fan as well. And going over here, there's just some different action figures. Let's walk around to my office and just show you my workspace here. I'm researching an article right now about Sonic the Hedgehog. And usually my research materials are here. I just recently reviewed Beyond Donkey Kong by Ken Horowitz. I've been doing some comic book write-ups, so I've got that there for a checklist. And there it is. There's where I spend a pretty big percentage of my days. You can see I've been very hard on this desk. This desk was new when we moved in over a decade ago, but I spent a lot of time working here, so you can see the wear there. And the awesome mouse pad my daughter made me for Christmas one year. And just your typical office supplies and family photos. Helps keep me going. Nice original Flash sketch there by Steve Irwin, comic book artist. And just, a lot of works in progress, a lot of projects going on. Some notes for a future episode of my YouTube show there. And here's my Flash collection. Many of you know I'm a major fan of the Flash. And I just like to work. I write a lot of science fiction, a lot of related articles. And there's me and John Wesley Shipp, the Flash. Write a lot about comic books and video games, and I just like to be surrounded by all this kind of stuff. It's just a great working environment. There's an original 1976 DC Comics calendar. I keep it on the Flash month of March. I've got another video on YouTube where I show you guys a little more in-depth look at my Flash collection. There's the old statue. Came out in the 90s. And there's me and Ryan. Pretty cute there. He's cute anyway. Original Kid Flash Mego figure. Those are super rare. And for you gamers, this Flash LCD video game, very rare. I've only seen two, and they were both in my collection. When they came out, I saw a couple at Target, and I bought them both. Haven't seen any since. I traded the other one for some stuff, including that Kid Flash figure. There's the Sega Master System imported game. Pretty cool. These old cards are really rare. And moving around here, some arcade marquees up top here. And my view into the backyard. And This stuff here is just a work in progress. eBay sales. These are things I'm planning to sell on eBay or to mark for shows. Currently selling some of these old VHSs and some Vampirella magazines. And these boxes here, those are just extra books I have to sell online and at shows. No shows this year, but anyway, I do sell books online. Here's my video game book collection. Before that, real quick, I'll show you a couple of consoles I have up here. This 2600 Junior and this NES control deck. These are in pretty much near mint condition, still boxed. I bought them both at Goodwill back in the day, back in the 2000s, like early to mid 2000s, for just 20 bucks each. And some of my video game book collection. I've got a ton of video gaming books, as you might expect as a gaming author. These paperbacks are layered 2 deep. And my Tron collection here. I wish I had room to display my entire Tron collection, but I like having this stuff in here, including the awesome Laserdisc collection there. And you guys probably know some of these book authors, like Leonard Herman there. Wrote the world's first legit video game history book. Old video game magazines, like my favorite Electronic Games. I love these old magazines from the 80s. Just so awesome. More video game books, including The Great Art of Atari. Old tips and tricks books are fun to collect. As you can see, my office is loaded down with toys and books and all kinds of cool stuff. Go across here. Wreck-It Ralph. That's an original Millennium Falcon back there, still factory sealed from when the movie was new. More books. No Paul Stanley there. He got injured, so I've got him somewhere being glued. Love me some books. A lot of movie books here. There's me and the Metropolis robot from Forrest J. Ackerman's mini mansion in California. The late great Forrest J. There's me parasailing in Mexico. One of the most fun things I've ever done. Some nice music collections there. Again, many more books. Movie soundtracks. All right, let's keep going around. There's my signed Ace Frehley poster from a concert a friend got for me when we went to a concert. Very cool. Love classic films, especially science fiction and horror. It's a signed Ralph Bakshi. Signed Lord of the Rings puzzle by Ralph Bakshi, the director of the animated film. And I love Star Trek, obviously. Love me some Edgar Rice Burroughs. Big Land of the Lost fan growing up, so of course I had to buy Holly's book. It's an old Spider-Man radio. And I collect, you guys may have seen my superhero paperback book collection video. And this is where I keep in my office on this big bookshelf here. When I first moved in, there was a place for a TV up here. Like, this place was empty up in this corner, and there was a big, like a bracket to hold a TV. But I want a TV in my office. If I want to listen to things, I can listen on YouTube or my stereo or whatever, and I didn't want a TV distracting me. Some comic book novels. Love these old Flash Gordon covers. But again, I've got a whole video of these paperbacks, you know, all these old superhero paperbacks on YouTube if you want to check it out. If you just put in Brett Weiss superhero books, you'll find it. Star Wars. Rosemary's Baby, awesome novel. Anyway, you get the idea. Lots of science fiction, horror, monster, superhero, and all that kind of stuff. Let's go over here to my Forbidden Planet collection. Love me some Forbidden Planet. It's at San Diego Comic-Con back in the day. And I really like just 50s movies, you know, science fiction movies I absolutely love. Check out this issue of Famous Monsters of Filmland, signed by the great Anne Francis, who was obviously in the film, Forrest J. Ackerman's autograph, and cast members from the movie. No Leslie Nielsen, unfortunately. And proceeding further, love me some Bride of Frankenstein and Universal Monsters in general. Love this old Famous Monsters of Filmland, the legendary magazine edited by Forrest J., who I've mentioned a little bit ago. I actually put together, I don't do models too often. As a kid, I did them a lot. I actually put together and painted the Spider-Man model and this Incredible Hulk one. Put them together and painted them. It was a blast. I did it a few years ago. I'd like to do more. Madaluna Mutant from This Island Earth, a great film. Now here's my graphic novels and things of that nature. Love spending time with my kids, going hiking. We're at the Rose Gardens in Tyler there. Some Viewmaster action there. But I've got a ton of, I love the old superhero books from the 70s and 80s. Check out this Super Dictionary. My son Ryan used to just read this like crazy, and it's really old and collectible and rare. And I would just hope that he didn't tear any pages, and he did a great job. But he loved it so much. I thought him, you know, just getting better at reading. He was a great reader, big fan of books, but I just thought it was more important for him to actually enjoy this book than for it to be in mint condition. So I was happy to let him read it. There's Creasonite, a Grateful Dead or Dead and Company concert in Chicago. Awesome. My Flash book and magazine collection. Love me some Flash. Episode guide to the TV show. And some old comic book fanzines. Amazing World of DC Comics. And then I've got a ton of magazines that I use for fun and just for research. Whole bookshelf filled with magazines. Ryan and I back in the day. Pretty cool. And I've got a ton of graphic novels here and my Dragon's Lair lunchbox, which I just found recently at the Antique Mall where I have a booth. Kids and I, again, hiking. Love me some kid time and some hiking. Have awesome kids that are just a lot of fun to be around. And another lunchbox I found recently, Thundar the Barbarian, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. Lots more graphic novels. Time Machine Beta. Love the Time Machine, along with Forbidden Planet. Two of my favorite films. More comic book and movie books. Found this Pac-Man like lunch tray at a thrift store years ago. More books. Katie graduating. I love these treasury-sized editions of comic books. These are just a ton of fun to collect. Get the artwork nice and big. Absolutely love them. And I'm a huge Flash Gordon fan. The movie and the comic strip and comic book character. Flash, And it's funny, my two favorite fictional characters are Flash and Flash Gordon. Which, strange coincidence there. Creasonite, a Cowboys game at the old stadium. And there you go, guys. This has been a tour of my office. I believe we've pretty much covered everything. So just kind of give you a panning view of the office one last time. Appreciate you guys watching the channel. It really means a lot to me. Passed up 2,400 subscribers week or two ago. Hope to get to 2,500 soon because I've got a really cool episode planned of one of my big screw-ups when it comes to gaming consoles. And this is where I sit, and this is my view. Pretty nice. Love working in my office. I love writing. It's a great life. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite section of my office? What do you think about this thing? Is it crazy? Good place to work? Let me know. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching the video. We will talk to you guys later.